I hid behind a stranger at a bar. Not my finest moment, but I was desperate. There was a guy who had been following me all night, and I needed help. The stranger I hid behind was tall, wearing an expensive suit, looked like he could handle himself. He turned around when I grabbed his arm. "Stay close," he said without hesitation. "You're under my protection now." My name is Avery Collins, and I'm 26 years old. I work as a marketing coordinator in Boston. This story starts on a Friday night when I went out with my coworkers to celebrate landing a big client. We went to an upscale bar in downtown Boston, the kind of place where drinks cost too much, but the atmosphere makes you feel like you're living above your pay grade. Around 10 p.m., I noticed him, a guy at the bar who kept staring at me. Not casual glances, intense staring that made my skin crawl. I tried to ignore it, told myself I was being paranoid, but then he moved closer, started trying to talk to me despite my obvious disinterest. My coworkers had scattered. Some were dancing, others at different tables. I was alone when this guy cornered me near the bathroom hallway. "Hey, beautiful," he said. His breath smelled like alcohol and cigarettes. "I've been watching you all night." "That's not creepy at all," I said, trying to move past him. He blocked my path. "Don't be like that," he said. "I just want to buy you a drink." "No thanks," I said firmly. "I have to go." "Where do you have to go?" he asked. "The night is young." "I need to find my friends," I lied. "Come on, just one drink," he insisted. His hand reached for my arm. I pulled back. That's when I saw the stranger. He was standing up the bar about 10 feet away, tall, maybe 6'2", dark hair, sharp jawline, wearing a charcoal gray suit that probably cost more than my monthly rent. He was on his phone, but something about his presence felt safe. I made a split-second decision, walked quickly toward him, slipped behind him, and grabbed his arm like we knew each other. The guy who had been bothering me followed. The stranger felt me grab his arm. He turned around and looked at me. I could see him assessing the situation. His eyes moved from me to the guy approaching us. "Stay close," the stranger said to me. His voice was calm, authoritative. "You're under my protection now." The creepy guy reached us. "There you are," he said to me. "We were having a conversation." "No, we weren't," I said. "I told you I'm not interested." The stranger stepped between us. "She's with me," he said. His voice was cold, final. The guy looked at the stranger, seemed to recalculate. The stranger was bigger, clearly wealthier, and had the kind of presence that said he wasn't someone to mess with. "Whatever, man," the guy said. He walked away. I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding. "Thank you," I said to the stranger. "Are you all right?" he asked. He had turned to face me fully now. Up close, he was even more striking. Sharp features, dark brown eyes, a scar above his left eyebrow that somehow made him more attractive. "I'm fine," I said, "just shaken up." "That guy has been following me all night." "Do you have friends here?" the stranger asked. "Yes," I said, "but they're scattered around." "Let me help you find them," he offered. "But first, would you like to sit down for a moment? You look like you need to catch your breath." I should have been more cautious, should have thanked him and found my coworkers and left, but something about him felt trustworthy. "Okay," I said. We sat at the bar. He ordered me water without asking. Smart move, considering I had been drinking. "I'm Avery," I said. "Sebastian," he replied. "Sebastian Grant." "Thank you for helping me back there. It's not every day a stranger lets you use them as a shield. It's not every day someone needs one," Sebastian said. That guy was persistent. "Persistent is putting it nicely," I said. "He was harassing you," Sebastian said. "It's unacceptable. If he had touched you, I would have done more than just tell him to leave." Something about the way he said it made me believe him. We sat there for a few minutes. Sebastian didn't try to hit on me or use the situation to his advantage. He just made sure I was okay. "You didn't have to do that," I said. "Help me." "Yes, I did," Sebastian said. "No one should feel unsafe." We talked for about 20 minutes. He was easy to talk to, asked about my work, my life, my interests, told me a bit about himself. He owned a security company, private security for high-profile clients. "That explains why you handled that situation so smoothly," I said. "Part of the job is assessing threats," Sebastian said. "That guy was a threat." Eventually, I found my coworkers. They were ready to leave. "I should go," I told Sebastian. "Thank you again." "Wait," Sebastian said. He pulled out a business card. "If you ever feel unsafe, call this number, day or night." I stared at the card. Sebastian Grant, CEO, Sentinel Protection Services. A phone number. "Why would you do this?" I asked. Because you might need help again. And because I'd like to know you're safe, Sebastian said. I took the card, put it in my purse. Thanks, I said. Be careful getting home, Sebastian said. I left with my coworkers. Couldn't stop thinking about Sebastian Grant, about his calm demeanor and the way he had stepped in without hesitation. 3 days later, I saw him again. I was leaving my office building when I noticed a black SUV parked across the street. Sebastian was leaning against it, talking on his phone. He saw me and ended his call. Avery, he said, walking over. Hi, I said. What are you doing here? I had a meeting nearby, Sebastian said. Saw you leaving. Wanted to make sure you got home okay the other night. I did, I said. No more incidents. Good, Sebastian said. He hesitated, then asked, Would you like to have dinner with me? I should have said no. Should have recognized that this was moving into different territory. But I was intrigued. Sure, I said. How about Saturday? Sebastian smiled. It was the first time I had seen him smile. It transformed his serious face into something warmer. Saturday works, he said. I'll pick you up at 7. That Saturday, Sebastian picked me up in a different car, a sleek black sedan that was clearly expensive, but not ostentatious. You look beautiful, he said when I got in. Thank you, I said. Where are we going? A place I think you'll like, Sebastian said. We drove to a restaurant on the waterfront, the kind of place that requires reservations weeks in advance. How did you get a table here? I asked. I know the owner, Sebastian said. Perks of the security business. Dinner was incredible. We talked for hours. I learned that Sebastian was 32, had built his security company from scratch after serving in the military, and had a surprisingly dry sense of humor. He learned that I was from a small town in Maine, had moved to Boston for college and stayed, and had dreams of starting my own marketing firm someday. Walking back to his car after dinner, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. A connection. Real chemistry. I had a great time tonight, I said. Me too, Sebastian replied. Can I see you again? Yes, I said, without hesitation. Over the next month, Sebastian and I saw each other regularly. Coffee dates, dinners, long walks along the harbor. He was unlike anyone I had dated before. Attentive, but not smothering. Confident, but not arrogant. Protective, but not controlling. He told me about his work, about protecting CEOs and celebrities and politicians from various threats, about the adrenaline and the responsibility. I told him about my frustrations at work, about my boss who took credit for my ideas, about feeling stuck in my career. You should start your own firm, Sebastian said one night. We were at his apartment, a penthouse in the seaport with floor-to-ceiling windows and minimalist decor that somehow felt warm. I can't just start my own firm, I said. That takes money and clients and experience. You have experience, Sebastian said, and I can help with the rest. I don't want your money, I said quickly. I'm not offering money, Sebastian said. I'm offering connections. I know dozens of companies that need marketing. I could introduce you. That's too much, I said. Why would you do that? Because I believe in you, Sebastian said. And because watching you talk about marketing, your whole face lights up. You're passionate about it. You should be doing it on your own terms. 2 months into dating Sebastian, something changed. We were at a restaurant when I noticed 2 men watching us from across the room. One of them took photos with his phone. Sebastian, I said quietly, those men are photographing us. I know, Sebastian said. He didn't seem concerned. Should we leave? I asked. No, Sebastian said. They're my security. They follow me everywhere. You have security following you? I asked. Sometimes, Sebastian said. Depending on the situation.
He could see I was unsettled. "Avery, my work puts me in contact with dangerous people sometimes," he explained. "I've made enemies. The security is precautionary." "Have you been in danger?" I asked. "A few times," Sebastian admitted. "Nothing I couldn't handle, but I take precautions." That night, lying in bed at my apartment, I thought about what I had gotten into. Sebastian wasn't just successful. He was connected to a world I didn't understand. A world that apparently required security details and caution. The next morning, I called my best friend Mia. "I need to talk to you about Sebastian," I said. "What's wrong?" Mia asked. "Nothing's wrong exactly," I said. "But I found out he has security that follows him. He says he's made enemies through his work." "Avery, that's concerning," Mia said. "What kind of enemies?" "I don't know," I admitted. "He didn't give details." "You need to be careful," Mia said. "This could be dangerous." "I know," I said. "But Mia, I really like him. I like him more than I've liked anyone in years." "Then you need to talk to him," Mia said. "Get the full story. Figure out what you're getting into." I met Sebastian for coffee that afternoon. "We need to talk," I said. "About your work, about the security, about what kind of danger you're actually in." "Okay," Sebastian said. "What do you want to know?" "Everything," I said. "If I'm going to be with you, I need to understand what that means." Sebastian took a breath.
"My company protects high-profile people," he began. "Celebrities, politicians, business executives. Sometimes the threats against them are serious. Death threats, stalkers, corporate espionage. My team and I neutralize those threats." "Have you ever been hurt?" I asked. "Yes," Sebastian said. "I've been shot twice, stabbed once, had my car bombed. That was early on, before I improved our protocols." I stared at him. "You're telling me people have tried to kill you?" "Not me specifically," Sebastian said. "I was protecting clients who were targeted. I got in the way." "Why do you do this?" I asked. "If it's so dangerous, why not do something else?" "Because I'm good at it," Sebastian said, "and because people need protection." "I don't want to live in fear," I said. "I don't want to be looking over my shoulder constantly." "You won't be," Sebastian promised. "Avery, I keep my professional life separate from my personal life. The security I have is discreet. You'll be safe." "But will you be safe?" I asked. "That's what I worry about." Sebastian reached across the table and took my hand. "I've been doing this for 10 years, he said. "I know how to handle myself, and I promise I will always come home to you." 3 months into our relationship, I met Sebastian's team. He invited me to his office, a secure building downtown with multiple checkpoints. "This is Avery." Sebastian introduced me to 3 people in a conference room. "The woman is Kara, my second in command. That's Marcus and Joel." They all nodded at me. "Avery is important to me," Sebastian said to them, "which means she's under our protection now." "I don't need protection," I said quickly. "Actually, you do," Kara said. She was tall, athletic, with sharp eyes that seemed to see everything. "Anyone close to Sebastian becomes a potential target." "That's dramatic," I said. "It's realistic," Marcus said. "He was built like a tank. We've had situations before where people close to Sebastian were approached, threatened. We can't let that happen again." "What do you mean, again?" I asked. Sebastian's face tightened. 3 years ago, I was dating someone, he said. Her name was Rachel. She was a teacher. Had nothing to do with my work. One of my clients had made an enemy in the criminal world. That enemy tried to get to my client through me. They went after Rachel. "What happened?" I asked quietly. "They kidnapped her," Sebastian said. "Held her for 36 hours. We got her back safely, but the experience traumatized her. She broke up with me immediately after, moved across the country. I haven't seen her since. I felt cold. This was real. The danger wasn't hypothetical. I won't let that happen to you, Sebastian said. We have better protocols now, better security. You'll be protected. I need time to think about this, I said. I understand, Sebastian said. Over the next week, I barely spoke to Sebastian. I needed space to process everything. The danger, the security, the reality of what being with him meant. Mia thought I should break up with him. This is too much risk, she said. You could get hurt. But another part of me, the part that was falling in love with Sebastian, didn't want to walk away. He had been nothing but honest with me, nothing but protective and caring. The danger wasn't his fault. It was just part of his world. I called him a week later. Can we meet? I asked. Of course, Sebastian said. Where? Your place, I said. When I got to Sebastian's apartment, he looked tired, like he hadn't been sleeping. I'm sorry, he said, as soon as I walked in, for bringing you into this, for putting you at risk. You didn't put me at risk, I said. Your work did. But Sebastian, that's not your fault. Does that mean you're willing to stay? Sebastian asked. Yes, I said, but we need rules. Ground rules about security and communication and how we handle this. Agreed, Sebastian said. I moved toward him. He pulled me into his arms. I thought I lost you, he whispered. You almost did, I admitted. But I realized something this week. I'd rather be with you and deal with the complications than be safe and without you. 4 months into our relationship, Sebastian introduced me to his security protocols. When you're with me in public, there will always be security nearby, he explained. Usually at least 2 team members. You won't always see them, but they're there. That's going to take getting used to, I said. I know, Sebastian said. But Avery, I need you to follow some rules. If anything feels wrong, if anyone approaches you in a way that makes you uncomfortable, you call me immediately. Or you call Kara. I gave you her number. I remember, I said. Also, Sebastian continued, no posting about us on social media. No sharing where we're going or what we're doing. The less public information, the better. I can do that, I said. And one more thing, Sebastian said. I'm installing a security system in your apartment. Cameras, reinforced locks, panic buttons. That seems excessive, I said. It's necessary, Sebastian said. Please let me do this. Okay, I said, if it makes you feel better. It does, Sebastian said. 5 months into our relationship, something happened that proved Sebastian's caution was justified.
I was leaving work one evening when a man approached me in the parking garage. Avery Collins? He asked. Yes, I said. I'm a friend of Sebastian's, the man said. He asked me to pick you up. Something came up. Sebastian didn't mention this, I said. My hand was already moving toward my phone. It's a surprise, the man said. Come on, he's waiting. I didn't recognize this man. Didn't trust him. And Sebastian had drilled into me never to go with anyone I didn't know. I need to call Sebastian first, I said. I was dialing as I spoke. The man's expression changed. He grabbed my arm. Just come with me, he said. His grip was tight, painful. I pressed the panic button on my phone, the one Sebastian had installed that went straight to his security team. Then I screamed, "Help! Someone help me!" The man tried to drag me toward a van. I fought, kicked, screamed louder. Security guards from my building came running. The man let go of me and ran. I stood there shaking as the security guards called the police. My phone rang. Sebastian. "Avery," he said. His voice was tight. "Are you okay? The security team got your alert." "Someone just tried to grab me," I said. "In my work parking garage. He said he was your friend." "I'm 5 minutes away," Sebastian said. "Don't move. Stay with the guards." He arrived in 4 minutes, pulled me into his arms, and held me while I cried. "I'm so sorry," he kept saying. "I'm so sorry." The police took my statement. Sebastian's security team reviewed the parking garage footage. The man who tried to grab me was identified as someone connected to a case Sebastian's company was working on. He's been arrested, Kara told us later that night. We were at Sebastian's apartment. He had people watching Avery's building, waiting for an opportunity. Why? I asked. What did they want? Leverage, Kara said. They thought grabbing you would force Sebastian to back off a case we're working on. Did it work? I asked. I looked at Sebastian. Are you backing off? No, Sebastian said. His voice was hard. We don't negotiate with people who threaten those we care about. We're going to finish this case and make sure these people can't hurt anyone else. That night, Sebastian barely spoke. He sat on the couch staring at nothing. This is my fault, he finally said. You were targeted because of me. No, I said, sitting next to him. I was targeted because bad people do bad things. That's not on you. I should have protected you better, Sebastian said. You did protect me, I said. Your panic button worked. Your team responded. I'm safe because of you. But you were in danger because of me, Sebastian said. That's different. I took his face in my hands, made him look at me. Sebastian Grant, I said, I knew what I was getting into when I decided to stay with you. I knew there were risks. I'm choosing this. I'm choosing you. Are you sure? Sebastian asked. Because I would understand if you wanted to leave. If this is too much. I'm sure, I said. 6 months into our relationship, Sebastian asked me to move in with him. It makes sense logically, he said. My apartment has better security. My team is nearby. And honestly, I want you close. I want to know you're safe. I'm still paying rent on my own apartment, I pointed out. Let me cover it, Sebastian said. Use it as an office for your marketing business. Which I'm starting when? I asked. Whenever you're ready, Sebastian said. I told you I have clients who need your services. I had been thinking about it, about taking the leap, starting my own firm. It terrified me, but staying at my current job, working for a boss who didn't appreciate me, that terrified me more. Okay, I said. I'll move in, and I'll start my business. Sebastian smiled. That smile that transformed his whole face. I'm proud of you, he said. Moving in with Sebastian was an adjustment. His apartment was 3 times the size of mine, but it didn't feel like mine. All his furniture, his style, his space. He noticed me struggling. What do you need? He asked one night. I need this to feel like our space, not just yours, I said. Change whatever you want, Sebastian said. Redecorate, buy new furniture, make it yours. I want you to be comfortable here. So I did. Slowly made changes. Added warmth and color to his minimalist aesthetic. Sebastian never complained. Just came home one day to find I had bought a ridiculous amount of throw pillows and said they looked perfect. 7 months into our relationship, Sebastian officially launched my marketing firm, Collins Creative Agency. He introduced me to 5 potential clients right away, all companies that needed marketing and had the budget to pay well. I was terrified at my first client meeting. This was a major tech company looking to rebrand. I presented my ideas, waited for them to reject me. They loved it. Signed a contract on the spot. I called Sebastian immediately. I got the client, I said. I knew you would, Sebastian replied. You're brilliant at what you do. That first year of my business was hard. Long hours, steep learning curve, constant pressure to prove myself. But Sebastian supported me through it all. Celebrated my wins, helped me process my losses.
Reminded me why I started. 8 months into our relationship, Sebastian told me he loved me. We were at home watching a movie when he paused it. I love you, he said. Just like that. No dramatic buildup, just honest and simple. I love you too, I said. I had known for a while, but was waiting for the right moment. This felt right. Sebastian pulled me closer, kissed me. I've never felt this way about anyone, he admitted. After Rachel, I thought I couldn't do relationships, that my work made it impossible. But with you, it feels possible. Because it is possible, I said. We make it work. 9 months into our relationship, we had our first major fight. It started because Sebastian had to cancel our anniversary dinner. Client emergency, he said. I have to fly to New York tonight. This is the 3rd time you've canceled plans this month, I said. I know, Sebastian said. I'm sorry, but this client is in real danger. I have to go. You always have to go, I said. Your work always comes first. That's not fair, Sebastian said. You knew what my job was when we started dating. I did, I said, but I didn't realize it would mean you'd never be available. I'm available most of the time, Sebastian argued, just not tonight. Not tonight, not last Tuesday, not last weekend when you had to fly to Miami, I listed. Sebastian, I'm tired of coming second. You don't come second, Sebastian said, but my clients' lives are at stake. What do you want me to do? I want you to prioritize us sometimes, I said. I want to feel like I matter as much as your work. You matter more than my work, Sebastian said. But I can't let people die just to have dinner with you. That's an unfair choice. Maybe it is, I said. Or maybe your job is incompatible with relationships. We stared at each other, both hurt, both angry. I'm going to New York, Sebastian finally said. We'll talk when I get back. He left. I cried, spent 2 days wondering if we were going to break up. When Sebastian came back, he looked exhausted. We need to talk, he said. I know, I said. Avery, I've been thinking, Sebastian said. You're right. I've been putting work first too often. That's not fair to you. Thank you for saying that, I said. But I also need you to understand something, Sebastian continued. My work will always be demanding. There will always be emergencies. I can't change that. But what I can change is how I handle it, how I communicate with you, how I make sure you know you're a priority, even when I have to leave. I can work with that, I said. I'm sorry too. I knew your job was demanding when we started this. I shouldn't expect you to ignore emergencies. We need balance, Sebastian said, and better communication, and for me to remember that you're the reason I do any of this. What do you mean? I asked. Before you, I was just going through the motions, Sebastian said, working constantly because I had nothing else. But now, I have you. I have us. I have a reason to make sure I come home safely every night. I love you, I said. I love you too, Sebastian said. 1 year into our relationship, Sebastian took me on a trip. A whole week in Italy with no work calls and no security hovering. I turned off my work brain, he said. This week is just about us. It was perfect. We explored Rome and Florence and Venice, ate incredible food, stayed in beautiful hotels, reconnected as a couple. On our last night in Venice, we were having dinner at a restaurant overlooking the Grand Canal. Avery, Sebastian said, this year with you has been the best year of my life. Mine too, I said. I never thought I could have this, Sebastian said. Someone who understands my work, who accepts the risks, who builds their own life while being part of mine. I want to ask you something, he continued. He reached into his jacket pocket, pulled out a small box. Avery Collins, will you marry me? I started crying. Yes, I said. Yes, obviously, yes. Sebastian put the ring on my finger. It was perfect, simple and elegant, just like him. We got married 6 months later. Small ceremony in Maine where I grew up. My family was there, Sebastian's small circle of friends, his security team, who had become my friends too. In my vows, I talked about hiding behind a stranger at a bar, about how that moment of fear led to the greatest love of my life. In his vows, Sebastian talked about protection, about how he had spent his career protecting others, but I had protected him, protected his heart, and helped him believe in love again. After the wedding, we went back to our life in Boston. I ran my marketing firm, which was thriving.
Sebastian ran his security company, which was expanding. We figured out how to balance two demanding careers with a marriage. It wasn't always easy. There were still emergency calls and canceled plans and moments of frustration. But we worked through it, because what we had was worth fighting for. 2 years after hiding behind that stranger at a bar, I sat in Sebastian's office watching him work. He was coordinating security for a major political event, calm and focused and completely in his element. "This is what you love," I said when he finished the call. "What?" Sebastian asked.
"This," I gestured at his office. "The work, the strategy, the protection. I do love it," Sebastian admitted. "But I love you more." "Good answer," I said. "It's the truth," Sebastian said. "Avery, I spent years building this company, but you're the best thing I ever built." "We're still building it," I corrected. "Building us, every day. That's what our life is now, a constant work in progress. Two people from different worlds who found each other in a moment of fear and turned it into love. But our story wasn't all smooth sailing after the wedding. 3 months after we got married, Sebastian had to leave for an assignment that lasted 2 weeks. High-risk protection detail for a tech CEO who had received credible death threats. "I can't tell you where I'm going," Sebastian said, "for security reasons, but I'll check in every day." "I hate this," I admitted. "I hate not knowing if you're safe." "I know," Sebastian said, "but Avery, I'm good at my job. I've been doing this for years. I'll be fine." He wasn't fine. On day 9 of his assignment, I got a call from Kara. "Avery," she said. Her voice was tight. "Sebastian's been hurt." "How badly?" I asked. My heart was pounding. "He's stable," Kara said, "but he's in the hospital. There was an incident. The client was attacked. Sebastian took a bullet protecting him." "Where is he?" I demanded. "I'm sending a car," Kara said. "You'll be with him in an hour." That hour was the longest of my life. I sat in the back of the SUV driven by Marcus, one of Sebastian's team members, and tried not to panic. "He's going to be okay," Marcus said. "Boss is tough." "Has he been shot before?" I asked. "Twice," Marcus confirmed. "Both times he recovered fine." When we got to the hospital, I was led through a maze of security to Sebastian's room. He was awake, sitting up in bed with his shoulder heavily bandaged. "Hey," he said when he saw me. His voice was weak. "You idiot," I said, tears streaming down my face. "You got shot." "It's just a shoulder wound," Sebastian said. "I've had worse." "That doesn't make this okay," I said. I sat in the chair next to his bed. "Sebastian, I can't do this." "Can't do what?" he asked. "This," I gestured at him, at the hospital. "Living in fear that you're going to get killed protecting someone else?" "Avery," he said, "I knew this job had risks," I said. "But knowing it intellectually and living it are different things. Sebastian, what if next time it's not just your shoulder? What if next time they call me to tell me you're dead?" "That won't happen," Sebastian said. "You can't promise that," I said. "No one can promise that." "You're right," Sebastian admitted. "I can't promise I'll never get hurt again. But I can promise I'll always fight to come home to you." "Is that enough?" I asked. "It has to be," Sebastian said. "Because this is who I am. This is what I do." We sat in silence. Him in the hospital bed, me crying in the chair. "I'm not leaving you," I finally said. "But Sebastian, you have to understand. Every time you walk out the door for a job, I'm terrified." "I'll try to be more careful," Sebastian said. "And I promise, after this assignment, I'm taking a month off. We'll go somewhere, just us. Somewhere safe and boring where no one is trying to kill anyone." I laughed through my tears. "I'd like that." Sebastian recovered over the next few weeks. The bullet had gone clean through his shoulder, painful but not permanently damaging.
He took that month off like he promised. We went to a cabin in Vermont. No phones, no work, just us and the woods and time to reconnect. "This is nice," I said one morning. We were sitting on the porch, drinking coffee and watching the sunrise. No one shooting at you, no one trying to kidnap me, just peace. "I could get used to this," Sebastian admitted. "Really?" I asked. "You seem like someone who needs the adrenaline." "I used to think that," Sebastian said, "but lately I've been wondering if there's more to life than constantly being in danger." "What would you do if you weren't running a security company?" I asked. "I don't know," Sebastian admitted. "Maybe consulting? Teaching other people about security? Something that uses my skills but doesn't put me in the line of fire as often?" "I'd support that," I said. "Would you really leave the field work?" "I think I'm getting too old for it," Sebastian said. "I'm 34. My reflexes aren't what they used to be. And now I have something to lose." He looked at me. "I have you. And the idea of leaving you alone, of not coming home to you, that terrifies me more than any threat I've faced." When we got back from Vermont, Sebastian started making changes. He promoted Kara to head of field operations, started taking consulting jobs instead of active protection detail, focused more on the business side of his company. "How does it feel, not being on the front lines?" "Strange," Sebastian admitted, "but also relieving. I sleep better knowing I'm not going to get shot at work." 6 months after Sebastian got shot, we faced a different kind of challenge. My business was growing rapidly. I had hired 3 employees and was considering hiring more. But growth meant more stress, more hours, less time for us. "You're working 14-hour days," Sebastian pointed out one night.
I came home at 10 p.m. to find him waiting for me with dinner he had ordered an hour ago. "I know," I said. "I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep up with demand." "You need to hire more people," Sebastian said, "or turn down clients." "I can't turn down clients," I said. "This is my business, my reputation. If I start saying no, people will go elsewhere." "So hire more people," Sebastian repeated. "I can't afford more people yet," I said. "The math doesn't work." "Avery," Sebastian said, "let me invest in your company." "No," I said immediately. "We've been through this. I don't want your money." "It's not a gift," Sebastian said. "It's an investment. I believe in your business. Let me help you grow it properly." "Why is this so important to you?" I asked. "Because I watch you burn yourself out," Sebastian said. "You're working too hard. You're stressed constantly. You're not sleeping enough. I can solve this problem, but you won't let me." "It's not about the money," I said. "It's about independence, about knowing I built this myself." "You did build it yourself," Sebastian said. "You landed the clients. You created the strategies. You built the reputation. Accepting investment doesn't change that." I thought about it. He was right that I was burning out, right that I needed help. Maybe my pride was getting in the way of practical solutions. "Okay," I finally said, "but we do this properly. A real investment with a real contract and real terms." "Of course," Sebastian said. "We'll get lawyers involved. Make it official." Sebastian invested $200,000 in my company. I used it to hire 4 more people and rent a small office space. The difference was immediate. With a proper team, I could delegate, could focus on strategy instead of execution, could actually leave work at reasonable hours. "Thank you," I told Sebastian a month after his investment, "for pushing me to accept help." "You're welcome," he said. "But Avery, you need to know something." "What?" I asked. "Your success has nothing to do with my money," Sebastian said. "You would have gotten here eventually on your own. I just helped you get here faster." 1 year into our marriage, we started talking about kids. "Do you want children?" I asked one night. We were lying in bed having one of those late-night conversations that couples have. "I do," Sebastian said. "Do you?" "Yes," I said, "but I'm scared." "Of what?" Sebastian asked. "Of bringing kids into this life," I said. Your dangerous job, the threats, the security, the fact that someone once tried to kidnap me. That's a lot for a kid to grow up with. We'd protect them, Sebastian said. They'd have the best security in the world. That's not the childhood I want for them, I said. Growing up surrounded by bodyguards, never feeling normal? Then we make changes, Sebastian said. I'm already pulling back from fieldwork. I can pull back more. We can move to a safer location. We can give them as normal a childhood as possible given the circumstances. You do that? I asked. Move? Change your whole life? For our family? Yes, Sebastian said, without hesitation. 18 months into our marriage, I got pregnant. We were both terrified and excited. Sebastian became even more protective than usual, hiring additional security, installing more cameras, checking in constantly. You're suffocating me, I told him after he called for the third time in one day. I'm just making sure you're safe, Sebastian said. I'm fine, I said. I'm pregnant, not made of glass. I can't help it, Sebastian admitted. The idea of something happening to you or the baby, it makes me crazy. Nothing is going to happen, I said. Your team is watching me. I'm being careful. I'm safe. But what if it's not enough? Sebastian asked. What if someone gets through? Then we deal with it, I said. But Sebastian, you can't let fear control you. We can't live our lives waiting for the worst to happen. During my pregnancy, we had long conversations about our future, about what kind of parents we wanted to be, about how to balance security with normalcy. I want them to be able to ride bikes and play in parks and have friends over, I said. All things they can do, Sebastian said, with appropriate security measures. No, I said, without security measures. Sebastian, if we're going to raise kids, they need to feel free, not like prisoners in a gilded cage. Sebastian struggled with this. His instinct was to protect at all costs, but he also wanted our children to have good childhoods. We compromised. Security would be present but less obvious. Our kids would have freedom but within safe parameters. Our daughter was born in March. We named her Lily. She was perfect and tiny, and I fell in love immediately. Sebastian cried when he held her. Actually cried. She's ours, he kept saying. We made her. Becoming parents changed everything. The first few months were exhausting. Lily didn't sleep. I was nursing every 2 hours. Sebastian tried to help, but there was only so much he could do. We were both zombies. My business suffered. I had to take a step back, let my team handle things. I felt guilty about not being as present. Sebastian's company continued running smoothly because Kara was handling most of the operations. But he felt guilty too about not being there for me and Lily as much as he wanted. We're both trying to do too much, I said one night. We were both awake at 3 a.m. with a crying baby. Maybe we need more help, Sebastian said. Like what? I asked. A nanny, Sebastian said. Someone who can help during the days so you can work and sleep. I don't want a stranger raising our daughter, I said. Not a stranger, Sebastian said. Someone we trust, someone we vet thoroughly, who would be here to help, not replace us. I thought about it. Pride said I should be able to do everything myself. Reality said I was drowning. Okay, I finally said, let's find someone. We hired a nanny named Patricia. She was in her 50s, had raised 3 kids of her own, and had been vetted by Sebastian's security team. She was perfect. Kind but firm. Experienced but open to our preferences. With Patricia's help, things got easier. I could work without worrying about Lily constantly, could sleep for more than 2 hours at a time, could remember what it felt like to be a person, not just a mother. 2 years into our marriage, we moved, left the penthouse in the city and bought a house in the suburbs, somewhere with a yard and good schools and neighbors who had kids, somewhere Lily could grow up with some sense of normalcy.
"This feels different," I said the day we moved in. "More like a real home." "It is a real home," Sebastian said. "This is where we're building our family." The house was in a gated community. Security measures were built in, but less obvious. Sebastian still had cameras and alarms, but they were discreet. To anyone looking from outside, we were just another family in the suburbs. 3 years into our marriage, we found our rhythm. I ran my marketing firm from a home office. Sebastian ran his security company from his office downtown, but worked from home 2 days a week. Lily was in preschool and thriving. We had date nights once a week where Patricia watched Lily, and we remembered we were a couple, not just parents and business owners. But we still faced challenges. One came when Sebastian's past showed up unexpectedly. We were at a park with Lily when a woman approached. "Sebastian," she said. He turned, and I saw his face change. "Rachel," he said. His ex, the one who had been kidnapped, the one who had left him. She looked different from what I imagined. Smaller, nervous. "I heard you got married," Rachel said. Her eyes moved to me and then to Lily. "Congratulations." "Thank you," Sebastian said. His voice was careful. "This is my wife, Avery, and our daughter, Lily." "Hi," I said. "I'm going to take Lily to the swings," I told Sebastian. "Give you two privacy." I walked away, but stayed close enough to keep an eye on them. They talked for maybe 10 minutes. Rachel was crying at one point. Sebastian's face was serious, but not angry. When they finished, Rachel walked away. Sebastian came over to me. "What did she want?" I asked. "Closure," Sebastian said. She apologized for leaving the way she did, said she's been in therapy, working through the trauma. She wanted me to know she doesn't blame me anymore. "That must have been hard to hear," I said. "It was," Sebastian admitted, "but also good. I've carried guilt about what happened to her for years." "Are you still in love with her?" I asked. I had to know. "No," Sebastian said firmly. "I care about her. I hope she finds peace. But Avery, what I feel for you is completely different from anything I felt for her." "You're sure?" I asked. "I'm positive," Sebastian said. "Rachel and I were never going to work. We wanted different things. But you and I, we want the same life. We're building it together." 4 years into our marriage, my company was thriving. We had 15 employees and major clients. I had achieved what I set out to achieve. But success brought new challenges. One of my biggest clients wanted me to relocate to New York for 6 months to work on a major campaign. "It's an incredible opportunity," I told Sebastian, "but it would mean being away from you and Lily." "What do you want to do?" Sebastian asked. "I don't know," I admitted. "Professionally, I should do it, but personally, I don't want to be away from my family for 6 months." "Then don't," Sebastian said. "Turn it down." "But if I turn it down, I might lose the client," I said, "and my reputation could suffer." "Or your reputation could benefit from you setting boundaries," Sebastian suggested, "showing that you're successful enough to choose your terms." I thought about it. He was right. I had built enough success that I could afford to be selective. I turned down the New York project, offered to do it remotely instead. The client agreed. I kept the account without sacrificing time with my family. "You were right," I told Sebastian, about setting boundaries. "I'm learning that success isn't just about saying yes to everything. It's about saying yes to the right things." 5 years into our marriage, we decided to have another baby. Lily was 3 and asking for a sibling. Sebastian and I both wanted more kids. The second pregnancy was easier than the first. Maybe because we knew what to expect. Maybe because we had more help. Our son was born in October. We named him James. Lily was fascinated by her baby brother, wanted to help with everything.
Having 2 kids was harder than having 1. Different kind of chaos, but Sebastian and I had learned how to be partners, how to support each other, how to handle the demands of family and work and life. 6 years into our marriage, Kara retired from Sebastian's company. She had been running field operations for years and wanted a different life. "Sebastian, I need to tell you something," she said. She had come over for dinner. "What's up?" Sebastian asked. "I'm leaving the company," Kara said. "Moving to Colorado with my girlfriend, starting a different chapter." Sebastian looked stunned. "You're my second in command," he said. "The company needs you." "The company will be fine," Kara said. "You've built a strong team. Joel or Marcus can take over my role. But more than that, Sebastian, you've been pulling back from field work anyway. Maybe it's time to think about pulling back completely." "I've been thinking about it," Sebastian admitted. "Really?" I asked. I hadn't known this. "I'm 38, Sebastian said. "I've been in this business for 15 years. I've been shot 3 times, stabbed, blown up. Maybe it's time to step away while I can still walk." "What would you do if you sold?" Kara asked. "Consult," Sebastian said. "Train other security professionals. Maybe teach. I've been offered teaching positions at a few universities." "You should do it," I said, "if that's what you want." After Kara left, Sebastian and I talked about it more. "Are you serious about leaving the company?" I asked. "I'm thinking about it," Sebastian said. "Selling it or transitioning it to someone else, focusing on education and consulting. Less danger, more predictability." "I'd support that decision," I said, "but only if it's what you want, not if you're doing it because you think you should." "I want it," Sebastian said. "I built this company to protect people. I've done that. Now I want to protect my own family, want to be present for our kids, want to grow old with you." 7 years into our marriage, Sebastian sold his security company. One of his competitors made an offer he couldn't refuse, enough money that we'd never have to worry about finances again. "How does it feel?" I asked him after the sale closed. "Strange," Sebastian admitted. "That company was my identity for so long. Now what are you?" I asked. "A husband," Sebastian said. "A father. A consultant. A teacher. Someone building a life instead of just reacting to threats." "I like that version of you," I said. "I like it too," Sebastian admitted. Sebastian started teaching security courses at 2 universities. He consulted for companies building their own security programs. He wrote a book about personal security that became required reading in several programs. He was still in the security world, but on his terms, with no danger, no bullets, no midnight emergency calls. 8 years into our marriage, I was approached about selling my marketing firm. A large agency wanted to acquire us. The offer was substantial. "Do you want to sell?" Sebastian asked. "I don't know," I said. "I built this company from nothing. It's mine. But also, I'm tired. I've been running it for 8 years. Maybe it's time for something different." "What would you do if you sold?" Sebastian asked. "I'm not sure," I admitted. "Maybe take time off, focus on the kids while they're still young, travel, figure out what's next." "That sounds nice," Sebastian said. We both sold our companies within months of each other. Suddenly, we had time and money and freedom. Suddenly, we could focus on what mattered. 9 years into our marriage, we took a family trip to Europe. A month traveling with Lily and James, showing them the world. No work, no obligations, just adventure. "This is what life should be," I said one night in Paris. We were sitting at a cafe while the kids ate gelato, just being together. "I agree," Sebastian said. "I spent so many years in survival mode, always waiting for the next threat, always ready to fight. Now I get to just exist." "You've earned it," I said. "So have you," Sebastian said. "Avery, you've built an incredible life for us. I couldn't have done any of this without you. We did it together,
I said. That's what I love about us. We're a team. 10 years after hiding behind a stranger at a bar, Sebastian and I renewed our vows. We stood in our backyard with our kids, our friends, our family. In my vows, I talked about protection, about how Sebastian had protected me that first night and every night since, but also about how I had protected him, protected his heart, protected his ability to trust, protected our family. In his vows, Sebastian talked about fear and bravery, about how I had been brave enough to trust a stranger, about how he had been brave enough to love again after Rachel, about how we had both been brave enough to build this life together. Looking back on 10 years, I'm amazed by the journey, from hiding behind a stranger at a bar to building a family with him, from that moment of fear to a lifetime of love. Sometimes I think about what would have happened if I had handled that situation differently.
If I had found a different person to hide behind, if I had thanked Sebastian and walked away, if I had been too scared to date him, all those moments where things could have gone differently, but they didn't. I hid behind Sebastian, he protected me, and somehow, in that moment of fear, we found each other. That's what I want people to know. Sometimes protection is about more than physical safety. Sometimes it's about finding someone who protects your dreams and your heart and your future. Sebastian protected me that night at the bar, but he's been protecting me in 1,000 ways ever since, and I've protected him right back. That's what love is, mutual protection, choosing to be each other's safe place. 11 years after that night at the bar, we faced unexpected challenges. Lily, now 8, started asking difficult questions. "Mom," she said one day, "why do we have cameras everywhere?" "To keep us safe," I said. "Safe from what?" Lily asked. "From bad people," I said simply. "Are there a lot of bad people?" Lily asked. "Some," I admitted, "but your dad knows how to protect us from them." "Is that why Dad used to get hurt?" Lily asked. "I heard you and Dad talking about him getting shot." Sebastian and I had tried to keep his past from the kids, but they were getting older, smarter. They noticed things. "Yes," I said. "Your dad used to have a very dangerous job. He protected people from threats, and sometimes that meant he got hurt." "That's scary," Lily said. "It was scary," I agreed. "That's why he doesn't do that work anymore." That night, Sebastian and I talked about how much to tell the kids. "They're going to find out eventually," Sebastian said. "Maybe we should be the ones to tell them, in age-appropriate ways." So we did. We explained that Sebastian used to run a security company, that he protected people who were in danger, that sometimes his job was risky, but he was very good at it. James, who was 5, thought it was cool. "Like a superhero," he said. "Kind of like a superhero," Sebastian agreed, "but without the cape and superpowers." Lily was more concerned. She asked if Sebastian was still in danger, if someone might try to hurt him or us. "No," Sebastian assured her. "I don't do that work anymore, and our family is safe. I promise." But the conversation made me think about legacy, about what we were teaching our kids through our story. 12 years after hiding behind Sebastian, we had a health scare. Sebastian found a lump during a routine checkup. The test came back positive for cancer. Early stage, treatable, but cancer nonetheless. I sat in the doctor's office, holding his hand, while they explained treatment options. Surgery, followed by radiation. Good prognosis, high survival rate, but still terrifying. "We'll get through this," I told Sebastian, "just like we've gotten through everything else." "I know," Sebastian said, "but Avery, I need you to prepare for the possibility that this could go wrong." "Don't talk like that," I said. "The doctor said the prognosis is good." "I know," Sebastian said, "but I've spent my career preparing for worst-case scenarios. I need to know you and the kids will be okay if something happens to me." "Nothing is going to happen to you," I said firmly. "You're going to have the surgery, you're going to recover, we're going to grow old together." Sebastian had the surgery 3 weeks later. I waited in the hospital with my parents and Sebastian's small circle of friends. Kara flew in from Colorado. The surgery took 6 hours. When the surgeon finally came out, he said it had gone well.
They got clean margins. Sebastian would need radiation, but the prognosis was excellent. Sebastian recovered slowly over the next few months. Radiation was hard. He was exhausted and sick, but he never complained, just focused on getting better. I watched him fight and fell in love with him all over again. This man who had spent years protecting others was now fighting to protect himself, to stay alive, for his family. He did it. The cancer went into remission. The doctors said his chances of recurrence were low. We celebrated by taking a trip, just the two of us. Left the kids with my parents and went to Hawaii for a week. I thought I might lose you, I admitted one night. We were sitting on the beach watching the sunset. For a few months there, I was terrified. Me too, Sebastian said. But Avery, even if the worst had happened, you would have been okay. You're stronger than you know. I don't feel strong, I said. When you were sick, I felt helpless. That's because you love me, Sebastian said. Love makes us vulnerable, but it also makes life worth living. 13 years after that night at the bar, Lily started middle school. She was growing up fast, becoming her own person. One day, she came home and announced she had joined the self-defense club at school. Really? I asked. Yes, Lily said. Dad always says it's important to know how to protect yourself. Sebastian smiled. That's my girl, he said. Over the next few years, Sebastian taught both kids basic self-defense, not because he expected them to need it, but because he wanted them to feel confident, to know they could handle themselves.
Lily excelled at it. James was less interested but learned the basics. I watched Sebastian train them and saw a different side of him. The teacher, the mentor, the father passing on knowledge to his children. 14 years after hiding behind a stranger, James started asking about my business. How did you start your company, Mom? He asked. I borrowed money from your dad, I admitted, and I worked really hard. Was it scary? James asked. Terrifying, I said. Starting a business is always scary, but sometimes you have to do scary things to get what you want. Like when you hid behind Dad at the bar? James asked. He had heard the story. We told it to the kids as a funny how we met story. Exactly like that, I said. I was scared, but I trusted my instinct, and it worked out. 15 years after that night, Sebastian and I were sitting in our backyard. The kids were at friends' houses. We were alone. Rare these days. 15 years, I said. Can you believe it? Best 15 years of my life, Sebastian said. Even the hard parts, I asked. The cancer and the shooting and all the challenges? Especially the hard parts, Sebastian said. They taught us how strong we are together. I leaned against him, thought about the journey. From strangers to partners, to parents, to people who had weathered real storms. Do you ever regret it? Sebastian asked. Hiding behind me that night? Changing your whole life? Never, I said. Best decision I ever made. Me too, Sebastian said. Offering you protection was supposed to be temporary, just getting rid of a creep at a bar. I never expected to fall in love. But you did, I said. I did, Sebastian confirmed, completely and irrevocably. 16 years after that night, Lily started high school. She was talking about college already, about studying criminal justice. I want to do what Dad did, she told us over dinner. Help people, keep them safe. That's a good goal, Sebastian said. But Lily, you need to understand it's not easy work. It's dangerous and stressful, and it changes you. I know, Lily said. But Dad, you've told me so many stories about helping people, about making a difference. I want to do that too. We'll support whatever you choose, I said. But you have time to figure it out. I know, Lily said. I'm just thinking about it. After dinner, Sebastian pulled me aside. Our daughter wants to go into security work, he said. How do you feel about that? Terrified, I admitted, but also proud. She wants to help people. That's what we raised her to do. I thought my years of worrying about security threats were over, Sebastian said. Now I'm going to worry about our daughter. Welcome to parenthood, I said. The worry never ends. 17 years after hiding behind a stranger, James started middle school. He was very different from Lily.
less interested in security and protection, more interested in art and creativity. I think I want to study graphic design, James told me. That's great, I said. You're talented. Do you think Dad will be disappointed? James asked. That I don't want to do security work? No, I said. Your dad just wants you to be happy and do work you love. But James had absorbed some of Sebastian's protective instincts. When he saw someone being bullied at school, he intervened, stood up for them, got in trouble for fighting. The school called us in for a meeting. James was defending another student, Sebastian explained to the principal. That shouldn't result in punishment. Violence is never the answer, the principal said. Sometimes it is, Sebastian disagreed. My son saw someone being hurt and he helped. That's what we taught him to do. After the meeting, Sebastian talked to James. You did the right thing defending your friend, Sebastian said, but you have to be smarter about it. There are ways to help without getting yourself in trouble. Like what? James asked. Like getting a teacher, Sebastian said. Like using your voice before using your fists. Like understanding that protection sometimes means de-escalation, not escalation. James listened, learned, grew. 18 years after that night at the bar, Sebastian and I were empty nesters for the first time. Lily had left for college. James was still in high school, but spent most of his time with friends. The house felt quiet. It's weird, I said, not having them around as much. It is, Sebastian agreed, but it's also kind of nice. Just us again. He was right. We had been parents for so long that we had almost forgotten what it was like to just be a couple. We started dating again. Weekly dinners out, spontaneous weekend trips, time to focus on each other. One night, Sebastian asked me a question. If you could go back and do it all again, would you change anything? I thought about it. The kidnapping attempt, the cancer, the challenges, all of it. No, I said. Every hard thing we faced made us stronger. What about you? I asked. Any regrets? Just one, Sebastian said. I wish I had been less paranoid early on, less controlling about security. I scared you more than I needed to. You were protecting me, I said. I understand that now. But I could have done it better, Sebastian said.
Could have trusted you more, let you have more freedom. We were both learning, I said. We still are. 19 years after hiding behind a stranger at a bar, we celebrated in a small way. Just dinner at home, reflecting on the journey from strangers to lovers to partners to parents to whatever we were now. Empty nesters figuring out the next chapter. 19 years, Sebastian said. Feels like both forever and no time at all. I know what you mean, I said. Sometimes I still feel like that scared girl hiding behind a stranger. You're not that girl anymore, Sebastian said. You're a successful businesswoman who built and sold a company, a mother who raised 2 amazing kids, a partner who's been through everything with me. I'm also still sometimes scared, I admitted. Of what? Sebastian asked. Of losing this, I said. Of something happening to you or the kids. Of all the good things ending. That's the price of love, Sebastian said. It makes us vulnerable. But, Avery, I'd rather have 19 years of vulnerability with you than a lifetime of safety without you. That's very poetic, I said. I've been reading more since I retired, Sebastian admitted. It shows, I said. 20 years after that night, we threw a party. Not a huge one, just close friends and family, celebrating 2 decades since the moment that changed everything. I gave a speech. 20 years ago, I said to the room, I was at a bar being harassed by a creep. I hid behind a stranger who said 7 words that changed my life. Stay close. You're under white protection now. I paused, looked at Sebastian. Those words weren't just about that moment, I continued. Sebastian has been protecting me ever since. Not from physical threats, though he's done that too, but from settling, from thinking small, from believing I couldn't have everything I wanted. Sebastian gave his own speech. 20 years ago, he said, I was at a bar minding my own business when a woman grabbed my arm and looked at me with fear in her eyes. I did what I'd been trained to do. I assessed the threat and eliminated it. What I didn't know was that woman would become the most important person in my life. Avery has protected me just as much as I've protected her. She protected my heart after it was broken. She protected my ability to trust. She protected our family when I was sick. Protection isn't just about physical safety. It's about creating a space where the people you love can thrive. That's what we've built together. The room applauded. Our kids rolled their eyes at our sentimentality. Our friends smiled knowingly. After everyone left, Sebastian and I sat on our porch. 20 years, I said. Who would have thought? I knew, Sebastian said. Knew what? I asked. That you were special, Sebastian said. The moment you grabbed my arm, I knew. That's revisionist history, I said. You barely looked at me. I looked enough, Sebastian said. Saw someone brave enough to ask for help, someone genuine, someone I wanted to know. Well, you got to know me, I said, and stuck around for 20 years. Best 20 years of my life, Sebastian said. Mine too, I agreed. Looking back on 20 years, I'm amazed by everything, by the life we built, by the challenges we overcame, by the love that sustained us through it all. I hid behind a stranger at a bar 20 years ago. That stranger offered me protection. I didn't know then that he was offering me a whole life, a partnership, a family, a future. Sebastian didn't just protect me that night. He's been protecting me ever since, and I've protected him right back. That's what makes us work. We're both strong. We're both independent, but we're stronger together. That's what I want people to understand. Sometimes the scariest moments lead to the most beautiful outcomes. Sometimes trusting a stranger is the bravest thing you can do. Sometimes protection is the beginning of love. I hid behind a stranger. He said I was under his protection. 20 years later, I'm still under his protection, and he's under mine. That's marriage. That's partnership. That's love. Did you like my story? Which city are you listening from? Let's meet in the comments. If you liked the story, you can support me by sending a super thanks so I can keep bringing more stories like this. Thank you so much for your sweet support. I'm looking forward to your comments on the story. On the screen, you can see 2 new life stories that I highly recommend. There's so much more on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next life story. With love and respect.